Hello, welcome to Love, Drama, and Deceit. This is Cat, Season 2, Episode 4 and 5 of Beyond the Gates. On Beyond the Gates this week, it was mostly about Anita's breast cancer and getting the word out to the family about her cancer and her first chemo and them being tested and the girls being tested for the gene in which Danny and Nicole got tested. The grandbabies hadn't got tested yet. They was waiting to get the results of their parents. So Nicole goes over with breakfast. I guess she's trying to keep everybody play the role of Anita since Anita is the one that's in turmoil right now. So she can let everybody know, bring the family together, and let everybody know that everything is gonna be okay. So they all goes to Anita put on a big party, New Orleans party. Mardi Gras invited everybody over, and this was the night before she was supposed to have her first chemo. Everybody came. They had a great time, but Kat, because Kat is struggling with going to get the test. Her and Chelsea got into it. They got into a big argument about it. So Kat didn't show up. She was feeling some type of way, but we know how Kat is. She just selfish. She just entitled. She just need to bring it down a notch or two. And then Tomas come over. He talks to her, and they go out to eat, and then she just telling her to just she have to just do what she feels is right. And cause early in the week was drinking when she first found out about her grandmother's situation and that they might have the gene. So and then you got Danny and Vanessa. You got Danny talking to Vanessa and asking Danny how's she doing, and not how everybody else is doing. So Danny, she started to cry and stuff like that, and put her feelings on the table to Vanessa about how she felt about everything. And then you got and Andre. He's pretty much catering and trying his best to be there for Danny. And basically, what he's doing, I see that he's doing is trying to keep her from going to Bill, which is a good thing because she should not be running to Bill unless something's wrong with her girl. If nothing's wrong with your daughters, then Bill don't need to be involved. Let him stay over there with Haley. That's what he chose. Let him deal with it because trust me, he's in for a rude awakening. So I feel like uh, Andre is the best fit for Danny. So I think she needs to open her eyes up and look at that. Quit pining away for Bill. And why I don't know what is. So then you got Janice and Ashley. She sees how Ted and Janice is flirting with one another, and she's trying to ask Shanice what was going on between her and Ted, and then she wanted to know why she's sending him and Nicole. But the only reason she did that because she know the situation with Nicole having to be tested for the gene. So she asked Ted, told Ted he need to go and talk to her. But then once Ashley found out what was actually really going on, she understood what was what and why Shanice wasn't saying anything because of HIPAA. But she still wants to know what's going on between her and Ted because we know something is developing there, and I'm glad. I still wish that him and Nicole could get back together, but it is what it is at this point. And then you got Leslie trying to go into business with Joey. He didn't want to do it, but Vanessa talked him into doing it. So he's probably knowing Joey. He's probably going to end up doing money laundering because that's what he does. He's a crook, and he wants to name it after Doug McBride, which is Vanessa's husband. She said, "Well, what if we just give him a room?" And then she runs into Malone. She sees Malone. I guess they're at some restaurant, and he tells her she don't want to do business with Joey because he's not a good person. And she said, "Well, in other words, she said Joey don't know her either. So she's a crook and he's a crook, so they deserve one another. They definitely deserve one another. So he is going to partner with her with the clinic. So I guess it could be a good thing, but then again, I'm glad that she's getting caught up with Joy, so somebody can bring her down a peg or two, because she's getting on my nerves. She's really getting on my nerves. And then, let's see what else. So the next, so after the party, everybody, they goes to get her chemo for the first time, and then she didn't want Vernon to go, so Vernon said, "No, I'm going." He had already packed the suitcase and all this and that. She wanted him to stay back and take care of Nicole and Danny when they found out their results. They're grown. I think they can handle that, because nothing's wrong with them. It's just letting them know that they have the gene, and nothing may not even never happen. Just take care of yourself. That's all you have to do. I don't know how. Vernon talks Anita into letting him go. Pucci said he was going to go anyway. He was not going to pay her any attention. He went and they hooked her up and she got the chemo. She fell asleep. He got a phone call saying that Danny had the gene, but Nicole didn't have the gene. So once they find out Danny had the gene, everybody rushes to Danny's house. Uh, Naomi got there first. Uh, Andre went to the gym because she told him to take a break. Go. He went to the gym. He wanted her to go with him, but he didn't. She didn't want to go. So Naomi was there, so she went and got Kat and Chelsea because they stayed. They all they all stay right there in the vicinity together, and so they all came over. And, I tried to be strong, and then she told them she was tired. She went to bed, and then Nicole came over. And she went in the room and she got in the bed with her. So and then not Nicole. Danny tried to call Andre to let him know, but he left his phone at the house. So and then you got him and Ted was talking, and Ted told him to make Bill stay out of their relationship. She told him to make him. I forgot exactly how he said it, but he said, "Just make sure Bill is not in your business. He's not around your wife. This type of thing." But we all know that Anita's gonna be fine because that's TV. She's gonna be fine, and Danny's gonna be fine. So I guess Chelsea and Naomi has to go and get tested. Kat don't have to go. Now she's all in now that she know that her mom doesn't have, but she's not acting that way. But she just kind of entitled. She kind of gets on my nerves. I'm need for her to do better. So that's pretty much what this week represent was talking about the cancer diagnosis and the gene and getting the daughters tested, and stuff like that. So that pretty much summed that up. So it really wasn't nothing uh other than this them. They pretty much showed the Duprees and what they're going through. So until next week to see when Andre comes home from getting the breakfast for Danny and see how Anita does after the first chemo. So that's where we're at right now on Beyond the Gates. So hopefully like, comment, and subscribe.